Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News, some latest events in Tay Ninh province. And now coming to details. Ladies and gentlemen, in the morning of May 24, Tay Ninh Provincial Party Committee held an online conference to implement the conclusion number 21 of the Central Committee on October 25, 2021, on promoting the building and ratification of the party and the political system, resolutely prevent, repel, and strictly handle cadres and party members who have degraded in political ideology, morality, and lifestyle, exhibiting self-evolution, self-transformation, and resolution number 37 on October 25, 2021 of the Central Committee on what party member cannot do. Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the Provincial People Council, Mr. Duong Minh Chau, chaired the meeting.
The delegate listened to Associate Professor Dr. Nguyễn Quốc Dũng, Director of the Academy of Politics Reason 2, deploy the core contents of Conclusion 21. And dated October 25, 2021 of the Central Committee on step of the building and ratification of the party and the political system, resolutely prevent, repel, and strictly handle cadres and party members who have degraded in political ideology, morality, and lifestyle, showing self-evolution, self-transformation, Regulation number 37 of October 25, 2021 of the Central Committee on what party members cannot do. According to the Central Party's directives, the Provincial Party Committee's Propaganda and Training Department has also deployed a number of suggested contents for the locality to well perform a political activity on building and correcting the party and political system with the theme self-reflection and self-correction. Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm concluded the conference by emphasizing the theoretical, political, and ideological work of the conference contents, which is critical in building and preservation Vietnam Socialist Republic's defense. After this conference, it is proposed that the party committees, party organizations at all levels, the fatherland front, and political organizations, the society thoroughly understands, propagates, and disseminates the contents of this political activity to all party members, union members, and people from all walks of life. The party committees concentrated on directing and concretizing the Provincial Party Committee's plan, as well as fully and seriously implementing the self-criticism, review, self-reflection, and self-correction for collectives and individuals in accordance with the content directed in the Resource Text 21 related to the content of Regulation number 37 thematic in 2022 on studying and following Ho Chi Minh's ideology, morality, and style. Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm also believes that with the strong determination of the whole political system through this political activity on levels of party committees, localities, agencies, and units, and each individual will frankly reflect on themselves, clearly identify their limitations and shortcomings so that they can be resolute, serious, self-correct, build a team of cadres and party members in the province with capacity and qualifications on par with us, contribute to the development of an increasingly clean and powerful party and political system, firmly solidifying people's faith in the party and state, and effectively executing the resolutions of the 13th Party Congress and the 11th Congress of the Provincial Party Committee.
On May 24, at the headquarters of the Bank for Social Policy Transaction Office in Tay Chau District, a credit contract was signed and funds were disbursed for the first customer to benefit from the Prime Minister's Decision number 11, dated April 27, 2022, on credit for non-public preschool and primary education institutions affected by the COVID-19 pandemic.
During this stage, a preschool education institution launched 80 million Viet Dong for a term of 36 months at a rate of 3.3% each year, borrowing for facility repairs, acquisition of medical equipment and supplies for the prevention and management of the COVID-19 outbreak, acquisition of equipment for nurturing, care and education, for recovery and maintenance of activities. Disbursement was implemented for 15 students in difficult circumstances with the amount of 10 million Vietnam dong each to purchase computers and equipment for online learning under Prime Minister Decision number 9 dated April 4, 2022 with a total amount of 150 million Vietnam dong, loan term of 36 months, lending interest rate of 1.2% per year. According to the Resolution 11 dated January 30, 2022, the Transaction Office of Bank for Social Policies has provided 52 loans to recipients under the Preferred Rental Credit Program, bringing the total outstanding loans under the resolution to 2,230 million Vietnam dong. Recently, the Provincial People's Committee has issued a decision authorizing the project to build and upgrade inland waterway transport capacity in Tay Ninh Province in the 2021-2030 period with a vision to 2050. According to the approved project, Tay Ninh will construct 4 centers, including 2 logistics centers of Class 1, national and international level, and 2 logistics centers of Class 2 regional level in regulated areas with favorable conditions for economic and traffic corridors and to support the circulation of goods from the place of production, import, and consumption. According to the provincial leader, with market trends changing as a result of the influence of the 4th Industrial Revolution, most businesses must invest flexibly in learning about customer tasks, strengthening the marketing process, serving the care after sales, etc., and building a suitable shopping and transportation journey.
Ladies and gentlemen, the socio-economic development strategy, particularly the investment in transportation infrastructure and the serious engagement of the whole political system, create a magnificent airway for tourism in Tay Ninh to take off.
Mr. Duong Văn Hùng, Director of Tay Ninh Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism, stated Tay Ninh has relatively big tourism resources, adequate natural and climate conditions, various cultural heritage, physical and intangible culture, and Tay Ninh has its own distinctive cultural character. On that premise, provincial officials throughout many generations have resolved that tourism will be an exciting activity that will contribute significantly to the province's economic growth. He also added that the province has set a target that by 2030, tourism will contribute over 10% to the province's domestic production value, becoming a spearhead economic sector. Recently, the province has also issued a tourism development plan to 2025 with a vision to 2030, defining specific goals and tasks to develop Tay Ninh tourism. Over the past time, Tay Ninh has been and will continue to be a popular tourism destination for both local and foreign visitors. This is a positive sign indicating not only a breakthrough change in Tay Ninh, but also a rapid rebound for the smuggling sector. With development orientations and feasibility of tourism activities, believe that Tay Ninh is definitely a destination to attract tourists from all over the world in the coming time, bringing a new face to Tay Ninh tourism with many flourishes. Over the years, Duong Minh Chau district has invested in perfecting the transport infrastructure system in the district, in which priority is given to the commutes building new rural areas. Statistics on the current status and length of traffic routes in Duong Minh Chau district, including 403 routes over 600 kilometers in length. Last year, Duong Minh Chau district prioritized road construction in Duong Minh in order to satisfy the traffic conditions of the National Target Program for developing new rural regions. Duong Minh Chau district has invested in repairing, enlarging, and improving 75 more traffic routes in Duong Minh region. The state budget invests in the building of 37 of these 75 highways, while the remaining 38 routes rely on public donations for execution.
The audience reported after Tay Ninh television station reported that many households in Ninh Bình Hamlet, Bonang Commune, Duong Minh Chau district had difficulties in exercising lands use rights due to medium voltage electricity lines through the land. Tay Ninh Power Company also gave feedback to Tay Ninh television station and people of Ninh Bình Hamlet. In the morning of May 23rd, Ms. Nguyễn Thị Chi, Deputy Head of the Legal Department of the Bronx People Council, came to survey here and recorded the opinion of voters.
After the information reflected the situation of many households in Ninh Bình Hamlet, Bonang Commune, Duong Minh Chau district, they could not build permanent houses according to the plan because they were located under medium voltage power lines. Tay Ninh Power Company has surveyed, collected information, and quickly sent feedback letters. According to Tay Ninh Power Company, the 22 kV medium voltage line from Pro 130 to 140 is operating and supplying power to the main dam of Dầu Tiếng Lake and Duong Minh Chau district. In 1985, Duong Minh Chau district implemented investment with budget capital. This area was agricultural land with a very few households. Up to now, this area has formed a residential area and a wholesale market for agricultural products. Tay Ninh Power Company said that this situation is still ensuring safety. In the most recent dispatch, on May 17, the company had the following feedback sent to Tay Ninh radio and television station. Tay Ninh Power Company proposed not to dismantle or relocate the medium voltage power line passing through people's land in Ninh Bình Hamlet, Bonang Commune. In case of households required to relocate the power line, the people will have to bear the entire relocation cost. The total cost is estimated at 1,479 million Việt Nam đồng. In the morning of May 23rd, Ms. Nguyễn Thị Chi, Deputy Head of the Legal Department of the Provincial People's Council, surveyed the residential area below this medium voltage power line. Here, people continue to petition to move the medium voltage line out of the land and disagree with the options proposed by the power sector. I and the households here propose to the Provincial People's Council and the relevant authorities how to move this layout so that people can build houses. I disagree. There is no compensation for the power lines that pass by, but people are forced to pay for relocation. My house keeps the power line. It has to go inside. It's not safe. It needs the power company to move it out, but now people can't build houses because the residential area is allowed to build here. In every meeting of the People's Council, the people have proposed to the People's Council, the delegations of National Assembly deputies. It has been proposed for a long time. The Commune government said that people have been petitioning to move the medium voltage line out of the land for more than 10 years. At that time, the power company had estimated the cost of moving the posts to along the traffic roads at a cost of about 400 million Việt Nam đồng, but people did not agree. And up to now, with an estimated cost of nearly 1.5 billion Việt Nam đồng, meanwhile keeping the status quo as proposed by the electricity sector will limit many people's rights. There was no compensation for the power lines at that time. If there is no compensation, the construction will not be allowed. The locality will not allow the planning of residential land, but because there is no planning, people's right to use cannot be prevented. Delegates of the Legal Department of Provincial People's Council have noted the opinions of voters in Bonang Commune. Voters' opinion will be sent by the Provincial People's Council to functional agencies and supervise the settlement of voters' petitions. After working results, delegates will inform voters as soon as possible.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.